Okay, how much does a pawn shop charge in interest? Well, that's going to depend on a lot of things. Usually, that's something that's regulated by state law, and sometimes it's regulated by county or city law as well. Uh, that having been said, in some place like Ohio, which is where I work, the interest rate is 5%, and there is a $4 a month storage charge as well. In other words, if you were to borrow $100 and pay the loan back within 30 days, it would cost you $109 or a $9 additional charge. That's $5 for interest and $4 for storage. Now, if you go to someplace like Florida, my understanding is that the interest rate can be up to 25%, which is significantly higher. Uh, that having been said, pawnbrokers often have the option to work with you on interest rates, and you can negotiate them in some cases, but not all. Not all pawnbrokers are willing to do that, number one. And number two, sometimes, depending on the state law, it may not be legal for them to. That having been said, it's pretty easy just to Google, pawn shop interest rate Ohio or pawn shop interest rate North Carolina, and that will give you an idea what the state law says the regulated percentage is. In addition, you can also find out if there are any other associated fees, like the storage charge that some states have in their law books. And some states have things called ticket fees, and those are all things that can come into play. But more often than not, pawn shop interest rates are very affordable, particularly when compared to other forms of loans, like consumer loans or what were known as payday loans and other financial instruments of that type. So pawn shops still make an excellent option to get a hold of quick cash when you need to come up with money for an unexpected expense or bill, and that happens to everyone. So once again, the pawn shop interest rates are determined by the state and sometimes the city. You can often find out those things simply by Googling it. And if you can't find anything on Google, just call your local pawn shop and ask them. They're pretty much always going to tell you. So, it's easy to find out. But I can tell you from personal experience, if you were in Ohio, it's 5% interest plus $4 in storage a month. Okay? Hope that helps. If you have any other questions, just go to pawner.com and, use the Ask the Nerd function. I'll be happy to answer whatever I can for you. I try to answer as many questions as possible, but I don't get to them all. And, feel free to leave any comments below this video that you'd like. Also, feel free to share the video. So, hope it helps, and I'll do what I can to help you guys understand how pawn shops work. Take care.